Dumelang batho ba bantle. Good evening, it's me again, Hope Makona. I hope you guys are all well. So yeah, I've been meaning to do this kind of video for a while, but yeah, I just guess why not just bite the bullet and do this video tonight and just post it up on my IG page, and it's just basically wanting to let people know, or people that knew me either in my past or even know me now, my reason why I left the message. Now, guys, it's the message. You guys will have to Google up and read up on the message. It was founded on founded by a guy called Willam Branham. You can Google him up and read up on him, but basically, I don't know, I just don't even want to talk or divulge or go into too much about the doctrine. Basically, for me, it was a combination of both the doctrine, the soundness of the doctrine versus what the Bible says, and also just basically how the people in the message operate and how they, anyway, basically also just to those of you that don't know, I was born into this church or organization called The Message, and I've been in the church for, well, like I said, all my life really. It's only the past, I think now, 2.5, going on 3 years that I've since left. And look, it was a combination of a lot of things. Those that know me personally know that, my first marriage, that's where I met my late husband. And needless to say, I guess things happen the way they should happen because, hey, we don't get to choose which family we get born into or what religion will even be imposed upon us. But to just fast forward to 2019, I think for me, 2019 was the catalyst. It was when everything just fell apart from my religious side. I was married to my current husband. Well, I am still married. But at the time, it was 2019. I think it was our second year of marriage, or I think second year, third year, I'm not too sure. But we were then pregnant with our firstborn, and I notified the pastor of that message church that I used to go to. Those of you that obviously know me will know which one exactly. And he basically ignored any of my emails and didn't even respond. I then spoke to a certain deacon who's now late at that particular assembly. He passed away this year sometime, a couple of months ago. And I was just basically letting him know, just also to like paraphrase, or let me see if I can just see this lighting. I feel like I'm a bit dark, or the lighting. So just to basically paraphrase here and there. I don't know, guys, maybe this is like episode 1 of I don't know, you know. I then notified him and said, look, the said pastor is not responding to my emails or my texts, so please can you maybe speak to him on my behalf, and that's what he did. This was basically to ask about him dedicating our baby daughter, who was then at the time, I think Cheyenne was about 6 months or odd. So we went to church that morning, fast forward, with my current husband, who, let me just put it this way, he loves the Lord, but I think due to what churches and religious systems have done, he's just chosen not to have a certain place of fellowship. But he's a Christian. He was dedicated in a Christian church. He was baptized and all. So according to what the Bible deems a Christian to be, he's a Christian. But obviously, according to message doctrine, he is not. He is considered what they'd call worldly. So the whole thing was, right from the beginning, I used to get hate texts or WhatsApps that I have married a worldly man and I am playing with fire and all those nonsensical things. Anyway, fast forward to 2019, we arrive Sunday morning. We'd filled in a request that we'd like to please dedicate our daughter like any other, as it normally is done. We were told then by the late deacon. We had given that note to the late deacon, and he took it up, and we were standing at the door. We even saw the said pastor read the note and sent the said deacon, the late deacon, back to us, and the late deacon basically said, sorry, the pastor can't dedicate your child right now because there's issues or certain matters that need to be ironed out. Needless to say, I was hella shocked and very, very disappointed because I'd already arranged via the late deacon, obviously, I've been communicating with him because, hey, he was the only person who was willing to communicate back with me. So that's what I did. And that morning, my husband, who hadn't been to church, I think for close to 20 years, he was really into service. He was worshiping and he enjoyed the sermon and all of that. And it was so wonderful just to see him, at church with me and our little family. And it was just a blessing. So fast forward after church, the said pastor literally just walked past us. We were literally not even a meter apart. He walked past me and my husband and my baby daughter with my family and other family members that I was standing with. Him and his wife didn't even bother coming to greet us, or didn't even bother to come and explain why he wouldn't dedicate our daughter. And it's till today, guys. Cheyenne is 2 years and 5 months, 2021. I then, on that day, that morning, I vowed that I'm not going to go back to the message. I'm not going to go back to a place that defies everything of what Christianity is, or just pure brotherly love, There's just so many double standards in the message, and I just decided, no, you know what? God really does create a situation, whether it be a dedication of a baby or a new chapter in your life that you need to start, where He will separate you and uproot you from a place that you shouldn't even be at. And that's my reason, one of the reasons, but it's the core, it's the biggest reason of why I left the message. Maybe I will do a part 2, or maybe it will take another couple of years for me to do a part 2. But this is, it boiled down to love. It boiled down to just genuine love and godly love, you know, that they only preach about but don't even exercise. It just, yeah, when that was not displayed, not even an ounce of it. I mean, like I'm saying, I've been a long-standing member of that particular branch for close to, at the time, I think it was over 12 years even, so that's even like half of my life. And the said pastor till today has never bothered to reach out to me. He's never bothered to find out, or never even bothered to explain himself or explain why. And you know what? I guess if people show you who they are, like, just believe them. You know, if a system, if a doctrine shows you what it is, its true fruits. I mean, yeah, the Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them and see what they are made of, you know. So yeah, that's the reason why I left the message. I just did not receive the love. I was not feeling the love, and I did not receive the love that God talks about, the love that you should love your neighbor just as much as you love yourself. You know, just even grace, you know, like when grace, you know, when grace extends itself, you know, mercy takes over. And like, just currently now where I'm fellowshipping, I am feeling more loved than I ever could have at, you know, at a church that I was born in. And just the doctrines and the legalisticness, the legalism that my previous church had was just astounding. It really baffled me as to how people can blatantly, like literally misrepresent the Bible, you know, blatantly add things like, simple one, like racist agendas, like black people cannot marry white people. I mean, where in God's garden was that rule ever even inscribed? I mean, that was one of the doctrines that obviously their founder, who really had really some hectic doctrinal theories that was imposed and is still being imposed to the people in that church. Yeah, you know what? I'm not here to bash anybody. This is not the reason why I'm doing this video. But all I'm here to do is obviously explain why I've left the message and why a lot of you have been DMing me and kind of like wanting to find out. And yeah, this is the reason why I've done this video. Alrighty, have yourselves all a blessed evening. I love you all. May God bless you and keep you. And yeah, I hope this video puts all the lies or conspiracy theories of why Hope Makola left the message. You guys have heard it from my mouth. And yeah, look, I'll always have love for anybody, really. I still have a lot of love for people or believers from the message. I have no problem with even the pastor. I can never hate anyone. Hate is such a heavy thing to carry with you. What I can speak against is the spirit and the doctrine, but I honestly I've got nothing but love. I can only lead with love, because if I look at the grace and the mercy that God had over my life, who am I? You know, who am I to not only love, you know, and forgive? I've forgiven. I've let go of any resentment. Bona joy. Honestly, I have no issues. I am highly blessed, highly favored, and I just love the Lord. And yeah, have yourselves a good night. Cheers. Bye.